I am literally standing 6 feet away. I backed up because I'm not even ready for this. Like, look at me.
Every time I see these earrings, I get excited. I wear them every day, but every time I look at them, I'm excited. They're my favorite signature, modern yet vintage looking plastic alternative.
They're so good. Okay, and I don't usually just go, hey, straight to the carat weight. We got to talk about carat weights because these are customer top rated. These are customer favorites, 5-star reviews over and over again, 13.6 carats. It's almost too much for the camera to handle. And the Asher cut, this vintage inspired Asher cut, Art Deco, absolute knockout, and yet still everyday wearable. It makes me laugh that the word Asher isn't even in the descriptor because that's, like, to me, the most important part of the story, but I get it. Silver and gold. So for just a second, turning it to the side, obscuring the Asher so that we can focus on the silver metal and the 14-karat yellow gold over silver French wire hooks. So you, my gold gals, my silver gals, if you're like me any day of the week, you're both, you're either. But inside of it is sitting the most amazing Asher cut, flawless, simulated diamonds on 4 easy payments of $18.50. The only time you saw these earrings were in April. They completely sold out. Since then, all we could do was watch the reviews come in as we scrambled to bring you in more, and they are customer top rated. It's J374130. Be still my heart that these are Asher cut. Jen, they are my favorite. But I've heard you say, and I love you for this, these are my everyday earrings. I love that you wear these every day. Yeah.
I love them. I wear them every day. The truth is that I was inspired 2 years ago by an Oscar award winning celebrity that was walking the red carpet wearing these earrings from a very fancy vintage estate jeweler that some of us might know.
Got it.
I was so inspired that I started looking at Asher cut stones, pricing them out in real diamonds so I could have a pair for myself. And they were a fortune. They were so expensive. Of course. European Asher cuts are very special because the depth of them is so intense. You can see the sparkle and the facets in a way that you really can't see any other time with an emerald cut stone or a round stone. It has such a European flavor to it. And they were so incredibly expensive that I did buy one and I made a ring out of it. I didn't keep it for myself because I couldn't afford to, but I did sell it in my store in the Hamptons. And after I did that, I found a way. It took me about 9 months of back and forth trial and error getting these stones cut perfectly so they looked like the red carpet version that inspired me from the get-go.
It's so hard for me to sit still. Look at that. And read the reviews. I haven't taken them off yet. These are a real find. These earrings are a keeper. And also, I mean, let's talk about this. Thank you for setting them on a hook so that they dangled down, more light coming through as opposed to them being flush against the ear. And then they move, right? So they catch even more light.
They move.
And also, how you managed to put, what is it, almost 7.5 carats in each stone and not have it like pitch at an awkward angle, like the drop is absolutely balanced to perfection. And yet, I mean, I'm wearing 13 plus carats, which, you know me, I'm like, let's go for it if we can. It's Diamonique, it's affordable. And yet, same thing with the rings. We were talking about the rings. I said, you wear them every single day. You don't feel like you're overdoing it when you're going to your 9-to-5 desk job in this ring. Same thing in these earrings. Like, they are showstoppers and people will talk, but it's not like you're wearing chandelier earrings to your desk job. You just have something amazing and different and unique that's still everyday wearable.
Well, I have to say that I'm going to share a little teeny secret with you. I don't want you to tell too many people.
Or I'll tell 120 million people.
On my French wire earrings, I use a special bend in the wire to keep them facing forward rather than the floor and at the perfect length, so to show off their beauty.
Right.
It's a special bend that I created. It took me forever to figure it out. And these stones, these Asher cut European Diamonique diamond stones, are facing forward. Normally they would face the floor.
Right, right.
Or they would pull your ear or drag on the lobe. but the
No
way I
chance.
set them is flawless perfection.
It's 1 inch. It's a 1 inch drop. Here, let's go ahead and get in there so that you can see. So even if you are somewhat averse to like a hoop earring gets caught in your hair, like this is something I would love to see these in multiple cuts, right? Just the design in general. However, usually an Asher is the cut that I have to wait for that comes last. And I'm like, we forgot about us Asher girls. And here it is in that unique, that fresh, that different, that vintage inspired cut. Nobody's seen it before like this. You are the first, or almost the first, I should say, to get it. There was a small batch that were able to get it in April, but we have fewer than 1,000 of these to go around, and unlikely to see these again before the end of the year if you're thinking gift, if you're thinking wearing for the holidays. $18.50 easy pay, 13.66 carats in total weight. And you know, Jen, it's so great to have you in this Diamonique family, because I was saying this to Aaron earlier. We love Diamonique for those everyday essentials, right? The Diamonique round brilliant studs that we wear all the time. But because we can, and this had to be so liberating for you as a designer, instead of trying to find one single stone in genuine Asher cut diamond, you can say, I can go to town, I can do the carat weight that I want.
Yes, thanks to Diamonique.
Exactly.
Well, the other thing that I want to point out, Jen, is that I don't like when too much metal is showing or too many prongs are taking away from the stone. So, because it distracts from the stone. So just, you can see the clarity of the cut. The facets of this Diamonique European Asher cut stone are just divine. And I have them in a bezel set. So you're really looking at the stone. You're not looking at the metal.
Yeah.
And I also did them two-tone. The French wire is a 14 karat gold clad, and the Asher cut Diamonique is platinum clad. So that way you can mix your metals, and when you're getting dressed and wearing your white, gold, and yellow gold, you don't have to say, oh, I've got the wrong earring on.
Oh my gosh, lucky you if you're picking this up.
Run, don't walk,
Run.
girls. Get these earrings.
I never say like, just trust me, but I'm saying that, just trust me.
They're the best.
All right.
That's why I wear them every day.
So I'm going to say the same thing about this ring. Just trust me. You don't have to. Look at your screen.